to start the race motor. So I just had the plugs out, coils unplugged, injectors unplugged, cranked it, and we do a negative vacuum off of like wherever we can adapt it in the oil system. In this case, on this Clearview filter, I took the Schrader valve piece out of this little spot where you can add oil to like push down and be able to see inside your motors, you know, the filtration system there. We remove the Schrader valve, like if you're gonna let the air out of a tire, you know, you remove it. You put the suction on here with the brake bleeder, the air over pump brake bleeder, and then it took about 10 cranks and Joe's like, we got pressure, and then we made sure it had a lot of pressure, and then now we can start it. What we do need to do though is get the laptop, and I'm gonna log this on the Pro A5 and send Ian a log and email him so he can have first start up and just see how this motor goes, you know? We want it to be healthy and last all year. I'm gonna jump in there. There's no seat and no dash, but I got the essential pieces that we're gonna need in there. We can always start it without some of the stuff. I just needed oil pressure to make sure we're good. I'm gonna get everything set up and I'll come back once it's time to start it. Alright guys, Ian is on the other end of this computer, working his magic, and I'm just over here doing what he tells me with tools or timing lights, stuff like that. He probably thinks I'm talking to him right now because he's right here, but I'm just filming for you guys. Alright. Oh, I was talking to a camera and then I was like, Ian probably thinks I'm talking to him. But I just want to show the people that, like, how we do it, you know? Guys, we have a special guest here. It's our buddy from Gear Wrench, CJ.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, everybody?
So he's gonna take me on a couple, like a tour around Orange County, LA. No, well, we're gonna go to Hoonigan. Never been there yet.
Yeah,
where they do the build off.
Yeah.
So I've never been to either of those places. I've only been to the Burnyard that's located at Irwindale, and then so he's gonna kind of take me around there, and then we're just talking more about the FD program and some other stuff while he's here.
Yeah.
It's just we don't get a bunch of time together, so it's gonna be fun. So we'll film it, any exciting thing that we do.
Yeah, it'll be awesome, and we're gonna have some really cool stuff by the time we're done with this week, and you guys are gonna love it.
Tomorrow, some really cool stuff's happening. I'm not gonna tell you about it yet. We'll maybe just show you at the end of this video what happened.
Yeah. All right, sounds good.
All right. Today, we're at Orange County Production Studios, and we're gonna do some cool stuff for Instagram gifts with the race suit on and some stuff with Gear Wrench tools. Stay tuned for what we're about to build right now. You guys can use gifts with me in my race suit. It's gonna be so funny. I can't wait. They're recording. We just did a bunch of green screen stuff. So I'm gonna have a lot of gifts. They're all gonna be up on Instagram, so you will see soon. Really cool stuff that I can use on my stories, you guys can use on your stories, and there's some funny mullet stuff too, so get ready. Coming your way in about a month probably.
RADGEN.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
So we did stuff with toolbox, tools, speaker, these nice gentlemen here. It was fun, right, CJ?
Dude, that was a blast. That was too fun. We got some cool stuff coming for you guys. Lots of fun stuff for you guys to use, for Dan to use.
Phil used it too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna love it. There's so much stuff.
It's gonna, we're just gonna
give us some patience, but we're gonna have it for you, okay?
Yeah, exciting. Renee's even in some of them. All right, guys, back at the shop. We have a dyno appointment on Tuesday, and I want to like put a little bit of time into this motor out in front of the shop, just driving first gear and then decelling, because decels help set the rings real nice into the cylinder walls, and that'll break in your motor good before you go rip on it on the dyno and put a bunch of boost in it. I'd like to get as much I guess, decel time in it as I can before I run to the dyno with it. Before that happened, I was kind of going back and forth with little mods on like that Ian was adjusting on the tune. Getting each motor's different in its own way, so he'll make little adjustments at the beginning of each year before we hit the dyno, and then he'll make minor adjustments at the dyno as well. Anyways, I noticed an oil leak, so I've explained to you guys how I do like my little oil rerouting. It's different, and it just has a single in back there on that hose back into the block. I noticed an oil leak coming from, it's super weird, never experienced this hole right here, which I don't use any of that anymore. It's just a dead hole because the oil used to want to head out this way into your filter, and I send it out that way. 3/8 pipe tap or drill and tap that hole and plug it, so nothing goes through here. This one, after running the car many times on and off, getting it up to temperature and revving it filled this little galley up, which it's only like a tiny bit of oil, but the 5/8 diameter, that length, a little bit of oil, and it started draining out the edge, and I was like, oh, there's no way it's coming from in there, because I plugged that, or machine shop plugged it on this case. I'm hoping it was like this fitting in the O-ring, because this is a O-ring Boss setup on this union fitting here. And I was like, maybe it's leaking there, but it's just not. And I just cleaned it all up with brake clean, had it super clean, dry, and then we ran it again and revved it, and the oil was out of sight because I had dabbed a paper towel deep in there and like got all the oil out. And then it's been a day revving it up, and slowly but surely I watched the oil level come up after like 6 minutes of just idling, kind of revving it here and there. Perfect way to fix that would be pull the motor out, pull the pan off, pull the front timing, get your oil pump off, and go down that road and redo everything again, and double check why that pipe thread is like leaking past the threads a little bit. It's like a very slow leak, but you don't want to mess on your race car, so, and it might get worse, who knows. It's either like it was loose or had like a nick in it and it's just not making a good seal, or it's just not tight enough. I don't know what the case is, but I'm gonna take off my intake manifold and try and drill and tap the outside of it. So see how this goes. Talk to you guys later. So this escalated quickly. Got the manifold off. It's sleeping over there. Shh, don't touch it. And then some other random parts came off. Guys, see how handy these are? Holding everything right here. Then we brought the tap and die set over here, and we're going to tap that hole like I was explaining, but now we have a better visual on it. This is a pretty random part. I had to get this specialty so that it doesn't interfere with this, otherwise it could have kinked probably, or not kinked, but like got cockeyed as we go in, and it won't make the port where we're gonna tap won't kind of line up right. So we're gonna be real cautious as we do that. We probably won't be filming, but this is kind of what we have going down here. We're gonna plug that. We checked the union fitting. We're gonna replace that anyways with a new one. We looked for a nick inside of the -10 feed line that goes back in. It didn't really have anything where we're feeling the inside that we could notice anything on our finger. So we're just gonna hope this fixes it and then put everything back together and run it. Hopefully we'll get it back together tonight, but we are spending time with CJ from Gear Wrench, so we might leave and go get food. So we might not test this till tomorrow, but we'll get the plug done in there. And then Mason showed up. He's kind of cool. He's mad right now, I guess. He doesn't want to be, oh wait, no. We all know. Mason gets quiet on the camera.
1, 2, oh god.
Hey guys, good news. There's a new camera in town. This is the last time I'm gonna use this one. So maybe we'll have better focusing and stuff. Anyways, you can see the threads. Mason and I tapped that, and we just wanted to get something straight. This has never happened. We've built like 10 of these, let's say 10 just like this. We follow the same procedure, so we're not like blaming someone, and definitely not engine supply. So like Mason happened to walk in while I'm doing it, and it's just, that's chance, but he was helping set up the lathe and mill that we inherited from their shop at a really good deal. Nothing like that. It's just like there's always going to be a little bit of an issue with a race car. This was my little issue this year. Until we take the pump off and all of us assess it, we don't know exactly what happened, but we're just fixing it, and there's no blame here. So Calm down. Calm down. It was like the most minute of leak anyways, but like I just want it to be tip top so we can travel the country, no issues. All right, let's do this. Hey guys, I forgot to film, but we were just running, idling. There's a plug in there. I put everything back on for one. Sorry about the excess wiring in there. If you look close under the black fitting, there's a stainless steel plug in that port now. And just ran it for about 10 minutes, revving it up, no leakage anywhere. So, good to go. We can still make our dyno appointment on next Tuesday. Just so you guys know, I was talking about this. On that block over there, there's now a plug in there. We tapped it, plugged it. Bam! That's it for now.
Does that mean we can go home then, or are we gonna sleep here again?
Yeah, me and Joe slept here.
A few weeks in a row.
Yeah. Dang it. Alright, we're going home. Alright guys, no windshield. I got sunglasses on. Did all the checks I need to check, so we're now gonna go do our first test drive. Just gonna drive back and forth in front of the shop, but first test drive. I'll give Renee the camera. Brake in the motor, but that was the smoothest one yet. Every year it's a little bit easier.